Well, thank you guys if you've made the move across to part 2 of event number 2. 28 of us have done. 313 left part 1. I'm sure you'll find the link. The link was in the chat on part 1. Obviously from our either website or from our YouTube channel you will find a link to the part 2. We're updating Facebook as we speak. And the link will be put out there too. First of the 2 semi-finals will be Gareth Hibbert against Luke Meadmore. The 2 semi-finals will be played simultaneously on tables 2 and 5. Of course, there's Yasser Hussain versus Arfan Dad on table 5. And we will keep you up to date with that particular match. Stephen Lambert, nice one. Decky, good stuff. Yes, people are joining us again. It's okay, the tables have been prepped. The semi-finalists are just having a comfort break. The action will start again shortly. Viv? Yeah. Loving it?
I didn't want to tell him that I've got a problem with my arm. I wasn't going to come today, I thought.
We've been cold in here, right? You're just saying we're having this table. We don't give a shit. Right.
Yeah, I don't think they called it last night. No.
So we're just about to call the players to the tables. The guys know the tables, but officially they're going to be called.
Ladies and gentlemen, on table 2 we've got Luke Meadmore against Gareth Hibbert.
I'm going to be joined by Viv in the commentary booth. She's had a taste of it earlier, and she is back again. Good evening, Viv.
Hello, how are you?
All good. Can't wait for this now. Business end of the event. Again. Usual suspects hanging around.
Yes, it does seem to be the same few sometimes, doesn't it?
Yes.
Saying that though, we've had some new faces today. Darren Appleton.
It's been good, hasn't it?
Yeah, done very well. Shane's been here as well, Shane Appleton.
Shane did well.
And some other young faces I don't know.
Yeah, there's been a fair few. And Jack Ashcroft.
Is this?
Yeah, he's
is
one of the. Yeah, no,
not last year?
Not really. He played last year. He was working a lot last year and missed the majority of the series.
That's probably why I didn't recognise him.
But he's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the break indicator goes on against Luke Meadmore's name, and that'll toggle as the match progresses.
What's Daz? What's behind there? Can't see any more cases.
And we're off with.
Here we go.
Ball potted. Well, it's not a bad split actually.
It's where to start, isn't it, really?
He's got a red if he wants down to the bottom left-hand corner. He's got the planter course, and he can take the yellow-red combination into the bottom centre. Oh, that's nicely done.
Reds it is then.
Yes, come out nicely, did that one for him.
Oh, very clever. Click of a button, colours appear.
Just like magic.
Luke seems to do quite well in these competitions in general, doesn't he? He usually gets to quarters, if not semis and finals.
Yeah, he's always there or
Yeah,
thereabouts.
the short races seem to suit him.
He's very good, yeah. He's had a little bit of luck. I don't know if you saw that one of his previous matches with Josh Duhas.
No, I didn't know.
He was down 3-2, race to 4, and Josh played an absolutely phenomenal angle into both jaws of the pocket to bring it across the table to pot the black, and he did so. It was perfect. Unfortunately, the white then followed it straight in afterwards.
Wow.
And that got him back to 3-3, and then he won the decider. So,
stupid game, really, isn't it?
oh, yes.
It's a killer.
It's a fantastic but also frustrating game all at the same time. Luke's he's got a very fast rhythm. Oh, that's too hard though. That white's going to go very close. Oh.
Still got that bit of luck then.
Yeah. Yeah, he needed that, didn't he? Come over there. Can he get it? I'm just going to say...
Difficult cue, and he could take the other one as well.
It'd have to be a really steep bridge, wouldn't it? The back end would be high up in the air. I know he would prefer to take the one down the cushion first. Oh, hang on.
It's tricky.
Hang on, it's going.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not. Right then, Gareth, let's see.
Got to remain neutral.
I know,
and,
I know. I made it very obvious last time. Everybody knows I'm engaged to Gareth. It's not like it's a big deal.
That's true.
Phil's laughing at me now because he said, I'll be back again after I've commentated once, I'll be back.
Yeah. Get the bug.
It's one of the best seats in the house, actually.
See everything from here, can't
Yeah.
you? Tucked away in the corner.
The new setup does work very well, though, with everything up here, out of the way.
Yes, it's the right way to have it in the club,
Yeah,
isn't it?
definitely.
We have a proper top desk, and all the equipment sat behind it now, so
Much
it's all
safer
good.
as well.
Well, I can't see a problem. Very nicely done.
There we are.
1-0.
Absolutely.
Any score on the Yasser Arfan match? No, there isn't. It's still 0-0. What about Arfan then? He beat Carl Morris 6-0 in about 6 minutes.
I think it was a little tiny bit longer than that, if we're honest now. That's a slight exaggeration.
Well,
there.
okay then.
But yes, it was quite funny. Quite fast and furious, and
It was all of a sudden he stepped up a gear or two, didn't he? And well, Carl was.
well,
he
Carl
didn't-
stepped down a couple of gears. Let's be honest,
Well,
as well.
yeah.
He was sort of like he was accepting the fact that he was going to have no luck, and started to play the fool a little bit. Really, it was quite. You have to admire Arfan for keeping his concentration. To be fair.
Yeah. He's really experienced though, his
Yes.
Arfan. He won't be as affected as maybe some others
Yeah,
may have
it
been.
could be quite intimidating if you weren't used to it. But as we were saying to Arfan, he's not old, but he's old in pool terms because
Yeah.
he's been playing for so long.
He is.
I digress. Who's just broke those?
Gareth just broke with the brake indicator.
Oh, look at that. Right, Gareth's broke them. 1, 2, 3. 2 reds.
Yes, I think the Reds are still the ball.
It's a starter into the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, he's only got one slightly awkward red towards the top left centre. CB says most tables now the white comes out with the other balls, so won't it be great if the white was same size as object balls in this day and age? Yes, unfortunately there's still coin mechanisms for the pubs. The clubs are fine. The pubs.
Would that not affect the way that it reacts with the balls then?
Well, it will definitely change things.
It will change
because
the game significantly if they're the same size.
Because what is it, 1 7/8? There's an eighth of an inch difference. Well, to you or I, maybe that's not so much. To these guys, it'll make
an object ball's
a big
over
difference.
2 inches, isn't it?
I think the object ball's just slightly smaller, isn't it, than the colours?
No, they are the colours. The cue ball.
Sorry, the
smaller.
cue ball. Sorry, ma'am. I'm going doolally. Yeah, absolutely. The white ball itself is 1 7/8, and I think the object balls are 2. The colours are 2.
Yeah. That's right. Object balls are colours.
Yes. It's all right. We're getting there.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'll even put the colours on. Look.
We're getting there.
But it will make
actually,
it will make a
chose
difference to
yellow,
these guys.
Yeah, it would if the cue ball was the same as the object. Well, the way they reacted would be different, so it would be a slightly different game. But Gareth took yellows after all that, and
he's
okay. Working his way around the table
very nicely. Got a lovely angle on this one on the bulk line. Back across the table for the one remaining in bulk, and then down towards the other end.
Make it look so easy.
Sign of a good player. You just want to go and pick a cue up yourself and do it, because it just looks so simple.
Keep trying, doesn't work.
How come that doesn't happen for me?
No.
Well, it's lovely to watch.
Now that's the experience, isn't it? He knows exactly where that white ball's going.
Yeah.
You know.
So graceful to watch around the
Lovely.
table. He knew exactly, putting the white exactly where he wanted it. Well, we got a result where a score. I think Arfan's gone 1 up against Yasser on table number 5.
Oh yeah.
He has. I'll just put that on there for you. Who's on the comms? Decky? Well, it's myself, obviously. Phil Bailey. I've been with you most of the day, and I've got Viv Rusco by the side of me, who is engaged to Gareth. Who better to commentate on him?
Oh, I don't know. I've been coming here, I don't know, over 12 months now. This is the second or third time that Gareth and I have entered the series. We're getting to know quite a few people,
you
actually.
Are
it's
becoming part of the fixtures and fittings.
It's a very friendly, although the standard of the pool is exceptional. It's a very friendly, family-orientated type of tournament, I think.
Yes,
We're always very welcome, even when we first came.
Yeah, and it's just like the rest of the club, really. That's the owners want to portray a family-friendly environment.
You know, Luke playing now, and Elliot, who we played before. We've all been chatting together, and it works really well.
Yeah. Oh, look at this now. You can answer this. Apparently, it's been asked before, but Paul's at a second attempt asking whether Gareth had a snooker background.
I apologise, Paul, if I missed your
question. No, it might have been earlier in the day.
Yes, Gareth has got a snooker background. He originally comes from Southport. He plays in the Southport League and the Ormskirk League, and has had maximums 147s. Yeah.
Great stuff. You tell by the cue action.
Now that's Luke at the table by those trainers.
It is. He's on the reds, and he's actually got a lovely angle on this to push it through. I think the red next to the black passes and goes through into the top centre. If it doesn't, you won't have to worry about it, because it goes in that bottom left-hand corner as well. But the way he's played that, I think it goes top right-hand corner as well, doesn't it, Viv?
I think it goes to both, yeah, but it's always going the other way.
He doesn't get down for long though, does Luke? He's more or less straight down and he fires it.
Some players play at their best like that, don't they, when they're just flowing though?
Yeah. He's got a very natural rhythm, very fast natural rhythm. Paul says, has he ever been a professional snooker player then?
No, Paul, he hasn't. No, it's something that... hello, Matt.
Hey, Matt Brayley. He's found his way across.
He's
Good
here.
man.
It's something I've been trying to encourage him to do for quite a few years, but no, he's not done it.
Is that an itch waiting to be scratched?
I don't know. With all due respect to Gareth, he is no spring chicken anymore. You know.
No, well...
You know, he's. I think he feels that he's maybe a little bit too old to start a professional snooker career.
He's doing well in this discipline though, isn't he? So
There's such a lot more. With the IPA and the other things happening in the pool world at the minute, there are other opportunities for him in his sport of choice, really. But,
and he clearly loves the game, doesn't he? So must have got a full weekend in Aberdeen, then on to China.
yes. Joy. I just love driving up and down the country.
Lovely, eh? Yeah, and back
Wouldn't
to...
be so bad if I was going to China as well, but I'm not going.
Yeah, but he says he's going to have to come back down to Manchester before he goes off to China. So
That's right, because he's flying from Manchester.
Yeah.
So,
well, he's hit it,
and a cushion. That's all right.
and that's okay. That's about as good as he could have hoped from that.
The yellows aren't easy.
No, and with the Reds where they are, there's not a real safety shot on. Not too many safety shots on.
Well, it does surprise me every time Gareth snookers anyway. You know, it's just something you don't see very often. So he must have felt that the red in the... What do you call this? Is that the bottom?
It's how we're viewing it, so it's how we
Okay.
view the table now. So although what you would traditionally call it, because it's in landscape mode, that's top left-hand corner, and so on. So
Yeah,
that so you think you're
Top
on about the
left.
red in top
Yeah,
left.
While that's there, obviously that's stopping Gareth using the natural path that he would do for the yellows normally.
Yeah. And also the one in the centre of the table is probably stopping the reverse double on the yellow that's on the bottom cushion as we view. So he's having to play that down the cushion into one of the bags. That's one way of getting down there.
There you are then.
Beautiful.
I wish I'd got the confidence to do anything like that.
In fact, it's so good.
It's changed the game completely, that hasn't
It
it?
has, because he's now given him the option of going for the one in the top centre first.
Is this one on? Is this the bottom cushion that
Yes,
you call it?
it is to us,
Is
yes.
that frozen? Do you think that one on the bottom?
I
cushion?
don't. I think it's slightly off, but that's another super shot.
Just
well
makes it
played.
look so easy, doesn't he?
He's got to push it through though, and with it being slightly off the cushion, he's going to have to play this at quite a bit of pace. Oh, and there you go. You needed to put that pace on to get the white ball below the black. If that had been hugging the cushion, that would have been an easier shot. As it is, Luke has a chance to at least get one back on the board,
I think that's.
barring the tip falling off. I think that's what's about to happen. He does, he's pulled one back. It's 2-1 now to Gareth. Gareth to break.
Any updates on the Arfan, yes? sir?
Yes, on the other table over there you can see that
It's
Arfan is now 2.
2-0.
Yes.
2-0, yeah. So Gareth broke those then, yes.
Yeah, lovely split.
I'm learning, break indicator.
Oh, yes. There's so much to look at around here, though, isn't there? There's so many monitors that everyone's done it. We've all commentated off the wrong shot and maybe an older game or something, you know.
Oh my word.
It's very easy to do.
LFC DJ5, who's that then?
We've no idea really, unless they're regulars. I don't recognise LFCD, but I'll look after him, Viv.
It implies that he might know us somehow.
There's a kiss involved, so I'm sure she does.
Liverpool Football Club. Oh, it's DJ. It'd be Dave McNamara, I guess.
Okay, you can ask. He may tell you.
Is that you, DJ? Sending me messages.
Gareth has a textbook snooker technique. Also, he never seems like he has to hit anything too hard. You're right.
Unless a snooker table. He has been known to break his hand on a snooker table. Many years ago.
He's mellowed.
He has very much mellowed, yeah.
Yes, we all do that, I'm afraid.
A snooker table apparently is very much harder than a pool table. Let's see.
Two yellows to sort out on the bottom cushion.
These better players, Luke, as well, they don't just go around potting them, do they? They develop balls and they'll move them as part of a shot, which comes natural to them.
That's right, and the earlier the better as well.
Yeah.
You really want to do that. You don't want to be leaving it till the last couple of balls on the table. If you leave himself a tall angle, so he either takes this yellow into the bottom centre here, and then the yellow around about the black spot. If he leaves the right angle on that, he can come back into these two.
Yeah, I can see that.
Unfortunately, he's now left himself where he's going to have to go for them almost with the last pair on the table. He won't have wanted to do this initially, but he's got the angle. It's absolutely lovely, is that angle. But he's trusting a little to luck now with what the contact is on the two yellows.
Sometimes when you're moving the balls, that's what it always is, isn't it? You know, you're just playing into an area, really.
You are. The only problem here, of course, is if he breaks those two yellows out, you're also breaking Luke's bad red out.
That's why he's taking his time. Yep, that's definitely DJ. Because Matt's mentioned Nando's.
There you are, then.
DJ is the Nando's king.
Well, whether he wants to admit it or not, then he's been sussed.
He's still thinking about this. Here we go. Not ideal.
He's tried to hit them direct and not got enough on there. He has brought Luke's red out though, so.
Will we see another little snooker here?
That'll be difficult to do, having Tate a cushion as well. Is he looking at the plant? Surely. What?
It's a double.
He can kick from the cushion first, come into the back of the yellow and put the yellow in the top centre.
Tried both.
Yeah. Really it's the previous shot there, wasn't it?
Can't see any difficult balls here now. Really?
They're all relative, I suppose, but the one on the top, towards the top cushion, it's not on the cushion. It's a long way off a pocket. But the calibre of these guys.
You mean the side cushion, don't you? You mean
you're still commentating as the traditional
like
portrait
I look
view.
like a referee, you see. So that to me is a side cushion.
No,
but
I
what
understand
you mean
that.
is that I see what you mean now.
Yeah, when we speak, we're doing it relative to what we see
yeah.
on the picture. Yeah, so what the viewers are seeing at home. It's weird to start with, but once you've done a few matches, you do get to understand. Top centre and bottom centre.
That was the bit that was throwing me to start with. Yeah.
Oh, it's looking good. Choices now. You can just screw the white back if he so desires and put the last red in the same bag, or he can just leave the white ball where the red is, like he has done.
Across the table.
So he wasn't happy with that. But he's okay. But it only just scraped in, did that red.
It's nice and straight.
Yeah, it's a bit 50-50. I presume he's choosing the open bag, not the blind one. And it's a beauty.
Easy.
2 apiece, race to 6. It's all good. Oh, look at that. Last time we looked at Arfan's match, he was only 2. Now it's 4.
Oh, crikey.
4-0 to Arfan.
What's it been in his water
Good
today?
grief, what's he doing?
I know.
He's not messing about, is he?
No.
4-0. Hang around, because Luke certainly doesn't. Plays quickly and also racks very quickly.
Oh, got the last red.
And the red goes. And look where the balls are. Reds are all good. Does black pass the yellow into the bottom left-hand corner? As we view the table.
It'd be close, but it might do.
If not, it certainly goes top left.
Top centre as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got it right that time.
You're doing well, Viv. You've got it.
Got it right that
And once
time.
you have, it's just, you know, natural. You don't even think about it then. Neil Armstrong says, scary thing is Gaz has a couple of more gears on him.
He does. Thank you.
I think the final will be moved up one more, race to 7.
Race to 7. Okay.
He's done really well there as Luke. He's got nicely over to his semi-awkward one. He'll have to put a bit of pace into it. Nice and clean.
I think this is a good 3-2 to Luke, to be fair. There's not much difficulty there, is there, for these guys?
Just this one shot here now. He's dropping this one into the bottom centre, and he wants to come the right side of the
He's
yellow
going
in
to the
bulk. And he's done that, no problem. So roughly the white ball, maybe a couple of inches to the left as we view it. And he's all, whoa, oh, why did he do that?
Sorry, was that commentator's curse?
It was. That's called.
I do apologise.
Yeah, that's
Luke.
called a Corns curse.
A Corns curse. Where's that from?
Phil Corns.
Does it a lot? Does it?
All the time.
I apologise, Luke.
It is. It's commentator's curse, but it
Yeah.
always seems to happen to Cornsey.
I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say anything like that ever again. It's a brave shot.
Oh, has he
What a
got it?
great
Has he
shot.
got? Oh dear.
Brilliant.
Result.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh,
That's well played.
3-2. I think we'll try and have another look at that one, Viv. See if we actually captured that one. Here we go. Luke taking the.
You would expect
Across
him
the
to go the other way
table.
just to get
Oh, look at that.
perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Really good. Really good.
See, I think that most players wouldn't even look at that, would they? Really?
I think he was almost forced into it, but it wasn't. He had to straighten it up a little bit with some side. Well done.
Great shot.
Gareth to break. Tap break.
Oh,
It was black. Oh, black's still available.
well, the white was going into the middle, but the red stopped it. So
Yeah. Just wondering if black goes on its own. I think black does go on its own.
looks like it might do.
Just have a look on the other camera angle, and I think it will do. So that won't necessarily mean he'll have to go reds. Yellows are still wrong for him.
Don't think there's much between them, really, is there? Reds or yellows?
No, if that red had been slightly in front of the black, though,
Maybe
in pairing,
so, but
that,
I don't
then
think it is
that would
it?
have made his decision for him. But no, so I think it's yellows. It's all good. He says as he takes
The
reds.
reds.
I love it.
No, yeah. Gareth does have the habit of, if there is a slightly problem ball, he will always try and get rid of it first, if not second, if not, sooner rather than late, like you said.
Yeah,
So that was obviously,
that's right.
maybe that was hindering the black a little.
Yeah. Now he would have liked to have avoided that yellow on
He
the
didn't
way
need
back
to come
down.
into that yellow
He
now.
wanted to be somewhere around where the pink spot would be, certainly the top of the triangle. Doesn't really matter.
Ooh.
That's okay. He's only just got to drop this in. The red and the black. As long as he stays in the bottom half of the table, he's all good. It's a nice reply, is this?
Fingers crossed. I'm not saying anything this time.
Yeah, quiet. Just watch, Viv. Comment afterwards. Look at that. And that.
Can I say something then?
Go on.
Oh, there's another one. That's 3 each then.
Not only is that another frame, it's a break dish as well. There you go.
Is that the first one? I feel like we should have had more.
Yeah,
to be
probably
fair.
so. No, all you have to do is that once, and you watch all the viewers tell you there's been 14. Well, there can't be 14, but out of the 6, there's probably been another one that we've missed. Oh,
Since winning the Worlds, has he ever lost a bit of motivation on practice? Does he play matches now more than anything? Just play matches now more than anything? Danny. I think, having spoke to Craig Marsh and Ben Davis and Gareth, all the professionals, what their aim is to be world champion.
right.
And to a point after they've won it, I think there is a lull, if you like, even if it's a subconscious one, because they've achieved their lifetime goal.
Yeah.
And I think, yes, we did have a couple of weekends off after he won the Worlds. We had a lot of partying and a lot of beer.
Nothing wrong with that?
No. But since then, he still is a great supporter of the IPA. He plays in all the professional events. He plays in these series. We play pool nearly every weekend, if we're honest. So we did have a little bit of time off, but not much.
Sorry, Viv.
That's quite all right.
One of your referees came across and had mentioned that Luke had maybe got a little giddy.
That's a very pleasant way of putting it, Phil.
Got to remain diplomatic.
Got told off then, did he?
Okay. He's all right.
4-1.
4-1 is
Yasser's
it now?
got one back.
Yasser has pulled one back.
Showed our fan down.
Was it, Phil? Well, nothing down, and
Was that a loop break?
it was just that red to worry about, and he's already cleared it. He's a bit
He's
unfortunate
put that other
there.
red a bit safer.
Just double across to the bottom centre, so he's all right.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Yes.
Did you see he just gets rid of his problem?
Yeah, he was very unlucky there because he did well to work his way around the table and hit it, and it's not really come out for him.
Well, he's still got this one up here. Top.
Oh,
What do you call that?
He can still got that is the top.
That one over there.
Yeah, he'll just
Still get this one.
Yeah, he'll just be disappointed that didn't come out more. That's all. He's still
Oh, I
he's
see.
got shots on here. He's probably going to take the one on the bulk line
So
first.
people can't see me pointing at the screen, can
No,
they? So
you-
what is that really? That's top.
This is top. Yes,
Top
and
what?
that's
Top
all
bottom?
the top.
That's the top.
No,
it's
that-
not a top bottom.
Top right,
Top right.
bottom.
Oh,
Stop.
dear.
Yeah, you-
I'll have to have little labels on the screen till I get
Yeah,
used to
little,
it.
little post-it
I
notes.
thought I'd cracked it, but I haven't, had I?
That'll go in.
Just dropped in.
Now if he holds this, he'll do well. This is thin and it needs some right hand side on the ball. And I don't know if he can kill it to still see the red into the bottom right hand corner. And we'll even put the colours on. That way around.
That's it.
You can try and swing into the yellow, but again,
Element of luck there.
yeah, you're not exactly sure where the white's going. He won't want to do that if he doesn't have to do. I wonder if he can see enough of the red down to the top left hand corner. And that answers your question. He's putting side on that. And that was what we were just discussing.
Can't be happy with that, surely.
He's not. He's not, because I don't see how he can leave this now without leaving a starter
shot
for
on.
Luke.
Hey up, what's
Hey.
going on here?
I presume that red's stuck to the side cushion.
Can't tell from here. Was brave.
It was, and he's left the one onto the centre. So top centre for Luke. Just having a look whether the yellow passes the black on its own. Not now, of course, later on.
Uh-huh.
Clear the ones to the right hand side of the table in bulk first. And make his way down again towards the black.
What cloth's on these tables, Phil? Do you know?
Ainsworth, yeah, it's
This is
Ainsworth.
the match cloth?
And Ainsworth match, yeah. Yeah.
It's, at home we have an American 9-ball cloth on,
All right.
which is super fast.
In blue then?
In blue, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So he'll quite like these tables.
it's
then,
quite
won't he? 'Cause
like
it's
these
similar.
tables. Yes, I think it's about the pace and.
Look
think
at that.
What we're doing now.
Just looking at Dan's comments there. Look. You're in the wrong profession, Viv.
Okay.
You're sending them all to sleep in a nice way.
Oh, thank you very much. I'd be dreading hearing myself back later. That just used to, you never sound what you think you sound.
Oh no, it's a scary moment, is that, when you go and watch it on
Um,
YouTube?
I was going to say about the cloths. Yes, because we practice on such a fast cloth, I found this morning when I was playing I was overcompensating. But there is no need really, because it is such a lovely fast cloth anyway.
Yeah.
If I've learnt anything today,
I think, yes.
it's that I don't have to worry about the speed of the cloth. It's because if I can practice on the 9-ball one,
Yeah.
it is as fast as that. They're beautifully kept as well.
Yeah, well, you would consider an old cloth 4 to 6 weeks. Gary will have them swapped out and changed. Obviously, when they're on, they're meticulously kept up to with ironing and, you know.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Luke's made short work of that.
He has. Doesn't hang around.
No, he doesn't, does he?
He's got his nose ahead. 4-3. I think it's still 4-1 showing. What's happened to that? It's all changed.
It is only 4-1 over there still. This is true.
So Stephen Lambert says, could I ask what the table fees are here? Yes, you can.
What do we mean by table fees?
What the hourly rate is on the tables, and they've just gone up. So once I catch Charlotte's eye, I'll just ask, just to confirm. I wouldn't like to give you a price that's not right, because through the day they are discounted. So I will get that information for you, Stephen.
Last time I was at the bar, please correct me if I'm wrong, she did say to somebody it's £7 stone.
That would be then in the evening.
In the evening,
and I
yeah.
presume then I don't want.
So let's go in now.
I'm assuming it'll be somewhere about £4 an hour up until 6 o'clock. Well, club opens at 11. I should know that.
Phil, do you know what the
I'll tell you
club rates are? No.
No.
Could you just ask behind the bar? Okay, thank you. Don't call me shortly. Should we concentrate on the pool, really? Shall we? Here we go. What's going on here?
I think we should quote old airplane movies.
Gareth's on reds then.
Now, the plant to start with. Black goes into top centre. Might not even be there by the time he gets to it.
You just never know.
Oh, clever. Yes, very, very nice. Oh, and has he got the angle now to roll into the black? I'm not suggesting he does, because really there's no guarantee of another red, so he probably won't. But that has come out as good as he possibly could have hoped.
See, if I'd have done that, it would have been a fluke. Gareth does it on purpose, as does Luke and any one of these other players.
As do we, if we can get away with it.
You just pretend you did it on purpose.
Yes. Walk around the table nodding your head. Yes. If anything, is he left-handed?
No.
Right, okay. Well, if anything, that's a bit of a stretch then. Still okay. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. He's found the gap. Got himself nicely onto the one on the left-hand cushion. Stephen Lambert, what a clever shot. That separates the good players from the great players. You're quite right. Clay Loughran's already conceded.
Missed.
He had his eyes on the prize for the other red. He did get into it. Is he still in command? Maybe just.
I was thinking
maybe still in control.
It's not as easy a clearance on yellows now as perhaps the last frame.
I'm just looking at the possibility of the yellow two away from the black, the left-hand side yellow going past that red in that bottom corner off the jaw first, clearing the bag.
Might
So-
yes, it
so
might do
potentially
because it
taking
sort
it in
of
off
makes
the
it a
jaw.
bigger bag, doesn't it? With the red being there.
Yeah, and it's probably the best time to take this. If he thinks it'll pass, it's the time to do it now.
'Cause your chances of you getting on it again are pretty slim. If you've got the perfect shot there now, you should take it.
Yeah, and he's just looking at his next shot afterwards. But even if it doesn't drop and it just swaps places, it's
Yeah,
still good.
It's a good idea, but he's not going to do it.
We'll tell him later.
It's all very good us sitting here, isn't it?
We did put a disclaimer there and said if it
Yeah,
would
I
pass.
suppose you're
Obviously it didn't.
Everyone can win from over here, can't they?
We never miss from where
No,
from
no.
where we're sat. Never miss.
Well, this is why these players stand out, because they've got a map in their head of where they're going. Normally, up to the black, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know, it's and a plan B if it goes wrong.
You need a plan B.
You always need a plan B.
It's quite an element of luck in pool as well, so you have to have another plan in case it just doesn't go quite right. And that's why you don't play for pinpoint accuracy with the
You
white
play
ball.
for
You just
areas,
play an area.
yeah.
And options. Yes, that's a great shot.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
good.
And that's maybe where, well, I shouldn't be saying this, but that's maybe where the majority of people think the black ball rules need tightening up on. To us, that's a
because
skill, but it's not a skill.
He's done that on purpose. Luke played that shot.
Not necessarily, no, because it came off
yeah.
the yellow. So,
I think he probably did
if he
play that
nominated
shot.
it, we'd have all been happy about it. The fact he didn't nominate it,
You see, I have an issue with saying that we should nominate skill shots, because that's all very good for the
and you wish you'd have said it.
the elite, if you like, the ones that are of professional standard.
Yes.
But pool is about grassroots for me.
Absolutely.
You know, there are thousands of pub players that just enjoy the game, and I think adding a nominated skill shot like that takes away from the grassroots game.
Yeah, well, you can do it the other way around. You could keep the shot, but just don't call it a skill shot. Just rename the shot.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, the skill is the thing that puts people off, because it's not a skill.
It's called a combination shot, really.
Well, yes. Well, okay. well, then call it a combination shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good.
So one of the grey areas in some people call it a skill shot, but it is actually technically a combination shot, yeah.
Well, we can get to grips with that a bit more then. That's okay. That's okay. You couldn't have asked for much more than that. More. Luke does have one to the centre, or even a lot. I think that passes to the bottom right-hand corner as well. So the one to the top of the black. If it passes to the bottom centre, I'm sure he'll take it on. To the bottom right-hand corner, I'm sure he will take it on. If not, he can come off one cushion and put it into the bottom centre. Kurt Daz schmoozing again. Networking is that fella.
Is he?
He's working it.
Has he got the Guinness out yet?
Kardashian.
Still Coca-Cola? No Guinness?
I saw him with a pint of Coors.
Oh,
Snuck one of those in,
snuck
didn't
it
he?
in, didn't he?
Oh, we've had a result. 6-1.
Oh, he missed?
6-1 to Arfan.
He went for the middle while we were chatting. Back to the pool. It's not left it particularly easy though.
He's not.
Again, I think he took the yellow to the middle, didn't he? Oh yeah, here we go on this one here.
He attempted to.
Yeah, and then I think it probably caught a jaw from where they've ended up.
Fortunate enough for him, his yellows have surrounded the red in bulk again and made it quite awkward.
Oh, we get the thing. Yeah.
From coffee? Really? Go on, Arfan, says Stephen.
Well done, yes sir.
Some well-earned points as well.
(14th of April).
14th of April, event number 3. Then July the 21st, event number 4. And event number 5, August the 25th. All culminates in November on the 24th. Grand final. Take care. Get back to them bottles. And I don't mean of alcohol now. Now this will be a good shot.
Phil sat next to me sending me messages on the chat.
Yeah, he will do. Less than a foot away. And he's using the internet to do it.
Oh, marvellous.
This will be a great shot, Viv, because he's going to have to come off the cushion and disturb at least one, if not both of those yellows. Preferably, he would like to come off the cushion and hit the red. And bump it out in such a way he's got a shot on it.
Not asking much, are you really?
No, you see, just hitting one of those yellows does him no good. He's going
No.
to have to really get into the red off the top cushion as we're viewing it.
Let's see what happens then. Nope, didn't do that.
He even went for the double to start with.
Madness.
Excellent. Full marks there for entertainment.
Oh, he is.
Stephen says, to be fair, Yasser has played amazingly today, beating Darren in particular, so well done to him.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at that.
Nice.
Well, that's lovely because he can play that and still get himself a nice angle to come down for black. Doesn't want to end up straight on his last yellow. Phil's asking for some interaction.
Okay.
We'll leave it. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, it's okay.
A nicely taken clearance moves him within one. Half-an awaits the winner.
Big frame now for Gareth. He's obviously got to win this one.
Yes, and
Nothing like stating the obvious bit.
Luke's. he needs more than one.
Oh dear.
He needs all three.
It's been a long day, hasn't it?
Oh, dear.
Oh, Viv, what a dingbat.
It's all good. We've had people commentating on the rugby, people commentating on the live feed, people commentating into the coffee pot. So you've not done too bad yet. we've had Bucky nearly come up with his pint, haven't we? Trying to commentate to his pint. So dear.
Potted off the break, Luke.
It's not too bad, you know. The yellows are all there. And if you can, the red.
There's a yellow in the middle. Well, the top half of the table, surrounded by the.
Yes, just
slightly
off.
difficult there.
Yeah, although I think that passes to the
Probably in the middle.
to the top. But he's taking the more awkward reds. And to be fair, if he gets the first one, they're on too. And he's managed that. The one on the ball line, he's got the potting angle on it. So, first chance to Luke. He'll want to see the one over the top left-hand corner next. Well, that just shows you it passes, and that's lovely. Well played. Richard Cook, anyone tried the shark rack yet?
I don't think I know what a shark rack is. A paper one?
Ah, like the
Do you mean
triangle
a
almost.
plastic
The
one?
diamond. Yeah. I know what you mean, but similar to that, what they use on the 9-ball circuit. Because they did try that for a while, didn't they, with a... Chris. Right. There's just a comment before that one. Chris S has asked who is currently the best player in the world, 8-ball and 9-ball. And obviously Harris has jumped straight in there with Mick Hill for 8-ball and Jason Shaw for 9-ball. Good shout. Has he got the potting
So
angle?
many people to choose from.
If he hasn't got the potting angle direct, he'll have to play the red off the yellow and come across for the black.
Oh no.
Oh, that's hurting. He actually had it easier than he thought.
It probably would have played clean that, to be fair. As we can see on this.
And he knows it.
Just could have done without just touching it, couldn't he?
Yeah. Couldn't argue with them comments. Says Phil from 6 inches away.
It's getting closer. It's getting closer.
They're the ones that look so easy, effortless.
Sometimes when we're watching them, it looks dead easy. But you know, speaking to Gareth and the other guys later, technically some of the shots that they play are amazing, but we don't realise exactly what they're doing because it makes them look so easy.
That's it.
See that, for example,
That's
is
the
just
sign, you know. It's the top players just make it look so simple, and it's just not.
Oof.
He's pulled one back. He's within one, and he has the break.
Has the break.
See, it's more that Luke knows what that miss meant. He knew that potentially he was losing that frame, and it's Gareth's break next time. And the next time he visits the table, it could be Hill.
Well, Thank you, Harris, for that lovely comment. Dulcet tones now, Phil.
Dulcet tones.
Dulcet tones.
186 people are watching a fantastic semi-final.
James Haney. Is that what they say about him? Oh, got one.
At least one down, but the black's tied up. Balls around it though, if he was to choose reds. There's a red up there to help split it out afterwards. By no means am I suggesting he does that with his first visit.
As I said before, he does have a tendency to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think he will this time. There we go.
I'm sure he'll address it early, he just won't do it with this shot. Chris S. Sorry, another boring 8-ball v 9-ball question. But which one is played the most by the players? Which one do they prefer, or is the most popular?
I don't know if we could possibly answer that. I mean, you'd have to do a poll of the players, sure.
It's all good. Let's have a poll of 195 viewers and see what the consensus is.
I mean, with 8-ball, there are a number of rule sets, aren't there? So the number of people that actually play the game potentially is going to be more, surely. But then America,
worldwide,
9-ball,
yeah,
worldwide, it's a difficult one to know the answer to.
It's over 3, if not 4 continents, but it's definitely over 3, isn't it? You know, played avidly. Oh, look at these. It's all Phil's fault, is this? He said, come on guys, we want some interaction, and we're getting all sorts thrown at us now. World rules are the best.
You haven't written that down.
Really? That is solely the opinion of Mr. Phil Corns and not the 147 Sportsman.
Who is a current black ball referee, I hasten to add.
Exactly.
We don't discriminate.
Now here's the angle we've been discussing, Viv.
Oh, here we go.
Red top right. Tries and splits the red and black up. He's
Not
okay.
bad. Not
He's
bad.
okay. He's not taking the one that is closest to first. He's taking
No,
the
you
one,
take the long one, won't he?
the longer one to the top left-hand corner. I think he's good actually. Only needs to screw the ball
Yeah,
back
Phil
maybe
should.
6
Someone should
inches.
take these keypads off Phil. you
Yeah,
know.
well, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Look at that. He's doing more backspacing than anything. I know it looks good when he's eventually pressed return.
Rattled that red, Phil.
He
Rattled
did.
the red.
He did. He tried to drag it across to the other bag. You see, didn't he? You know, he was trying to play the red in the top right-hand corner, and I thought he'd just dragged it. Well, pulled it back maybe 6 inches, and then played red bottom right. Never mind. It's given Luke a great chance. But the reds are there if he was to miss, so there's some pressure on this one. Dan says just needs some decent
not
refs
bad.
in black ball.
Cheeky bugger. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that, am I? Beg your
Of
pardon.
course you are.
Sorry.
I prefer to watch paint dry than watch world rules.
Where's that professional foul thing coming from?
From
Have we missed something?
he's on about world rules.
All right, okay. Ooh, little nudge there.
He's all right. He was playing the one to the bottom
Yeah.
left hand anyway, but he might just drop onto that because of where the black is. So yes, he's just going to literally drop his cue onto it. Well, obviously, more than that, of course. Well, what's he just said there?
I think it might have been a push shot.
Well, he was straight up and he's admitted
No, it's
it.
a push shot.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no, well done, Luke. Really well done.
The white did go forward
Yes.
with it, as you saw, and it's probably the only way you can tell it's a push shot properly. is if there's forward motion on the cue ball and the player actually does declare it.
Yeah.
Unless you're a very, very experienced referee, it's hard. You have to rely on the integrity of the player, really.
It is going hill.
Don't you dare make the commentator's curse happen again,
It
you.
won't- no. We're not having the Corns curse.
There we go, and it's hill, here we are. But it'd be Luke's break.
Luke is to break, and there's the importance of the lag. I know it was a long time ago now, but a risky shot there, says Matt. Definite push, as he said, but shouldn't have taken it on. I agree. Yeah, I think he should have still kept for the bottom left.
Bowls?
So we need some quick predictions from me, guys, because this could be over in a flash. But who do we think is going to go through to meet Arfan?
Phil says Luke.
How about Gluke? One of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Potted.
But
Now then.
Where are they going to end up?
Oh, it's a bit messy.
Yes. A foul should be a foul in any sport. Do you think Mark doesn't like world rules then?
It's a foul.
Yeah, but you can play it deliberately.
What people don't seem to understand for me is it's the same foul in black ball rules. The tactical foul is exactly the same as deliberate foul in world rules. So there isn't really that much difference. Both standard fouls. It's not loss of frame. They just call it something different.
So if Gareth wins this, says Stephen, won't we be watching the match
You will, definitely.
we started with this morning?
Yeah, they had a prelim.
Scary.
Arthur and Gareth had a prelim this morning.
Mark Wilson.
All this interaction, I can't read this fast.
Wayne says, do these lads play money matches? Yes, they do. Well, no, sorry, not. Yeah.
Gareth has played
two.
some many, many years ago, but he doesn't play. He doesn't get very many offers, to be fair, these days.
Right. I wonder why.
Don't know. Have colours been decided here? Because I've been distracted. I have toddler syndrome today. What's
Yes, I think Luke's on yellows.
right? Okay.
But we are reading an enormous amount of chat that's just suddenly decided to explode in the window.
It's the World Rules Black Ball discussion again.
Oh, here we go. Phil's got his wooden spoon out.
LOL on the end.
Yeah, we're only joking, guys. You carry on. It's good to see. We like comment and debate.
Thank you, Dan. That's what I just said. It's called a tactical foul in black ball rules. It's exactly the same shot as deliberate foul in world rules.
Punished in what way?
It's a standard foul. One free shot, one does it.
Not frame away.
No, as long as you contact you strike your ball first. There's nothing in the rules that polices what happens afterwards. So a legal shot has been played. The confusion is in the word deliberate. It has a different meaning in black ball as opposed to world rules.
You heard it here, folks. Audio books will be available later on.
What's this now? We really should be concentrating on this.
Yeah, back to the action.
Yeah.
And Gareth has just played a very positive and aggressive shot and not really ended up coming out of it in a good position. If anything, the red he can only see is the one he doesn't want to hit. Because
Yeah,
if he frees Luke's bad yellow up, so he's going to go and do
another aggressive shot and got away with it.
for the moment.
What I meant was he hasn't fouled.
Luke can
You
play
know, the white
this.
hit the cushion afterwards. He could perhaps have split this other yellow out now.
Well, Luke can now play this
Yeah.
in such a way to split this last yellow and red together. And as he... Oh, no, it's not happening
Twists
for
and
either player.
turns, twists and turns. Here we go.
It's getting across the line.
See, if I'd have played that shot previous Gareth did, I would have got it off.
Yeah.
He's resting.
He's meditating, is that
He's
guy?
resting, Marfan is.
Viv, stop talking, it's your voice.
Oh dear. So Luke's still at the table.
Oh, he is. He'll have to think long and hard about this one.
No, he's not thinking though, he's off. What's he doing?
Just playing safe. Trying to limit Gareth's options.
It is quite limiting that.
Yeah, well, again, the only ball he can play easily
not
is
gonna
the one
want
he
to.
doesn't want to.
He might well come up the table. There we go.
I wish there was a compilation of black ball tactical fouls. Anyone know of any?
What do you mean a compilation of black ball tactical fouls? A tactical foul is a tactical foul.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
we'd
what do you mean, James?
We'd like to see any shots or clips of them happening and being put together in a short video. Good old Mark's had one or two pints,
Yeah.
and he did tell us it was wine earlier.
The Guinness must be good round here. Right, so Luke's at the table. Let's try to be more serious now.
Well, the good news about that, Viv, is at least he said it was you and not me.
Luke's on yellows.
Still.
Great shot.
Has he gone up far enough for the angle to try and split the yellow and red? I don't think he has. He might be able to force it onto the cushion with side and swing into the pair. It's a big ask, yes. I think this is the right shot. He's going to try and get the right angle next time, which he has, but no guarantee. I think he can contact the two. Where they end up's another story.
Here we go.
And you can't take your eye off the pot. This yellow has to go.
Well, Gareth's still got those two difficult reds anyway. Whatever happens here, if he does get back to the table.
I think he needed to do that. It's about the best he could do. If he left the red down there, he'd have been in a world of pain. With those two reds stuck together, though, it's quite easy for Gareth to leave the white ball safe. And there you go.
Toll Stuka.
Trouble now, says Decky.
Great shot.
Good contact.
He had to make contact, didn't he? Whatever happened, he had to hit it.
Well, he could be tempted to go for this, could Gareth? Drops this into the bottom centre. His white ball will naturally return. I've only had coffee.
You're only drinking coffee.
Terrible. It's them bubbles.
I tell you, they've watched the bubbles.
Oh, he's been patient, look.
Because he left an edge.
Knocking his reds into a worse position, but taking that on.
Now then. I think Luke can see that yellow.
Michael says Reds win here. I think he can see the edge. The thing is the edge you can see, can he not double that into the bottom right hand corner? That's what he's looking at.
Yeah.
The double into the bottom right on the angle we're watching. I'm going to flick it back to the other angle for the shot.
Nope, missed it. Now it's dual. Where will the white end up? Okay, will Gareth go for these now, you reckon?
No. Not for me.
You can't be happy with that, surely.
And he won't want to total snooker neither, because look where that yellow is. It's perfectly positioned to get the white ball wedged behind that if he only has to hit the yellow ball. So if he leaves a total, it's a much easier shot for Luke to get out of and leave Gareth in trouble.
Could take the red long.
Wow. I don't think he'll do that. I just think he'll bump the red out and just bump the red into the way. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
He had to get...
You see, I'm not used to Gareth being this cautious. Whenever we practice or I see him play, I watch him pop balls.
Yeah.
He is naturally such an aggressive player. But then again, it's 5-5.
Yeah, this is
in the semi-final.
This is the plan. This is the plan B we mentioned, though, isn't it?
This is the plan B.
He stopped the easy out for Luke to get behind the yellow. He can still get behind it, but it's going to be much more difficult to get behind it dead weight.
Oh,
he's going for the pot then. All in.
Big swerve. No.
Love the comments on here, says Michael. Patience. There you go. Yeah, but if you see what he did with his white, he had that was his plan B. That even if it had missed, he was covering the bottom bag, and there was no shot on the yellow. So that's why he played it like he did. Again, he'll bring the white ball out quite a way, just to make sure there was no shot on the yellow. Played beautifully. And he's gone through to the final, 6-5. Well played both, though.
Great match.
Great match to watch, great match to commentate on.
Thank you very much, Phil. I really quite enjoyed this commentating.
It's all good, isn't it, baby?
Yeah.
It's all good stuff.
Yeah.
Right, there will just be a short break whilst the table is again brushed. And the final will commence. Gareth Hibbert against our fan Dad.
They'll want a full time. Just come and get me trying. Well played, man. It's only thing to practice, guys. That's good faster.
Cheers. Yeah, 6 is fine, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. I've not actually. I've heard a few lies from him. I've seen him watching United lately. A few lies. You're the best referee I've ever played. How many have you played? Sure. I've never had you swearing to you.
I like to think I'm a nice guy.
Just chicken. Just chicken.
Do you want to do a drink?
Let's get him out of that. Get half a cup of tea.
Oh, it's alright. Cup of tea.
Phil, are you ready? There you are. Phil, are you ready? There you are. Come on, if you want, guys, it's up to you.
Well, as Stephen says, we end where we started. These two guys, shortly after 10 o'clock, 12 hours ago nearly,
Your choice, guys.
started the competition. And these two guys will end the competition. Great stuff. The two guys have decided between themselves they're going to do a same race. So it's a race to 6 is the final. But as you can see, Mr. Cones has donned the white gloves once again. And his ancient wooden triangle that he uses everywhere. And he will be refereeing the final for us.
First break, character break.
And we're off. Michael says Gaz to win. Alphanos stepped it up a gear though since the quarter-finals. nicely done. Dealt with his awkward yellow. He can make a plant out with these two still, and I'm sure he will do. Perfect angle. Michael says reds all day long. Maybe not. Oh, he won't be happy with that. That's not what he wanted. So he's got to get this angle right. Needs to play it roughly in the centre of the table, just beneath centre. Got to keep going, it's got to keep going. He might have enough to nick that back in and still go into the red and yellow. If not, he can cross double it and go into the red and yellow. Either shot's not ideal. Possibly get the more control on the cross double, but that's obviously the more difficult shot. You're letting the white go more if you go for the thin cut. Wow. There's a couple of doubles to talk about, but neither of them are easy. You can take the long double onto the bottom right hand corner. You can also play the reverse double into the bottom left hand corner, but not direct. You'll have to play it off the red. Oh. Neither one's easy. And I think that's just disappointment from his previous shot. Stephen Lambert class this. The whole day's been class. Phil just confirming that the red is touching the side cushion. Don't think it's going to bother Gareth. Just with the yellow being where it is, he's asked for a rest. So Phil's making his way to finding one. Viv's making her way back, having got some more bubbles. Still the first frame.
I just had to sample the gluten-free beer from behind the bar.
And did you? What did you think of it?
It does taste like normal beer. It's wonderful. It's another thing I shall have to try next time I come.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Plays the red into the top left, on and off the cushion. Gets himself a lovely position on the red into the bottom corner. Phil's already said the red's dead on that cushion.
It's another thing with black ball rules. The balls are only ever considered frozen if it's declared by a player or a referee. So if Phil hadn't have actually declared that frozen, Gareth could have played it as if it was off the cushion. So a referee is obliged to actually say if something's frozen or not to keep the game fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. That is good.
But players should do it as well. Sometimes they don't. But
Yeah, you sometimes say that, don't you? You sometimes see that from the players. I mean, they really should themselves. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a big
Oh gosh, what happened there?
I don't know, but that's quite a
Just
big
look at
miss.
this replay.
Because it's a very big bag now.
So he took one to the top right.
Yep. And it's all looking good.
Yeah.
Of course,
Did he jaw it? Did it come off a jaw?
of course, you guys at home can do this at any time. It is YouTube. Just use the slider at the bottom
no.
of the picture and rewind. Press the live button once again to come back to us. Oh well, I think he's actually taken the white ball too far there. I think
that red's potable now.
It rubs in off the jaw, does that? Definitely rubs in off the jaw. Of course, you can do the up and down or the left and right as we view the table.
I still got my head around that properly. Here we go. Up, down, missed it. You see, I would have thought that would have cut in from where it was. What do I know?
Exactly. Not that it's just how we see it, isn't it? And he could have done that, I think. Because
I would have played it straight personally. But
could be a bit hot. It was, but it's okay because he's missed the black.
yeah.
Oh, what a first frame! And it goes to our fan,
Could have gone either way, that.
Stephen Lambert. If you're refereeing, do you have to nominate a touching ball, or do you have to wait for the player to ask?
The first job of a referee is to ensure that the game is played fairly. In the case of a touching ball or a frozen ball, the referee is always obliged to declare that situation to ensure that there isn't one advantage to one player or another.
And you saw Phil doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, neither player asked him about it. He just
No, he just
immediately
actually
addressed
does
the
it.
red and said, "It's touching."
Yeah.
Phil's famous antique wooden triangle
Takes it everywhere with him.
in his pocket.
In his referee's bag, folds it up, and puts it in. It's like a Mary Poppins bag.
Inspector Gadget comes out of nowhere. Wow, look at all those balls have gone.
Three reds.
Yeah. Reds are, well, I don't know. An awkward yellow. The red nearest the top cushion can play the big bag into the top left hand corner. So they're not really too bad, are the reds? It's probably just his
They do look harder though, don't they, positional wise?
Yeah.
I mean, the yellows look easier. To be fair, there's only one bad yellow.
Yeah, there's a yellow and red stuck together. And there's the yellow on the cushion, the top cushion.
It's like we said earlier though, these players, they'll move that as a matter of course, won't they?
He'll want to get into this red and yellow as soon as he can. Possibly can drag it back now. It'll be closer, all that. Oh, well played.
It's our fan at the table.
It is.
It was our fans break then. I thought you said Gareth break.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just the way it looked, but it didn't turn out that way. So we've adjusted the brake indicator accordingly.
Oh, right then. It's still, the yellows were still favourite anyway. It was just that I was not appreciating who was at the table.
No, there's nothing easy about this red on the cushion, this yellow on the cushion. Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, I think he deliberately played for the angle he's got.
Decisions now.
Quite a distance apart to these two yellows. And there's a little bit of traffic to avoid. Putting a lot of side on this to make sure he misses the reds.
Oh, we missed the yellow.
Ended up missing the yellow. Position was lovely.
Still, it's quite a tough shot on the yellow if he'd got the one in, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if it was frozen
Yeah,
to the
straight
cushion
in.
though, it's...
Don't know whether that is, to be fair. Looks a little way off to me.
I won't say food and drink to these guys, but they love them when they're on the cushion. No. I don't think he'll be seeing the yellow after this shot. Nice little touch on the red there. Might choose to come into these two reds now because he's got the... There he goes. He always had the red towards the bottom right hand corner. We've just realised it's no good drinking fizzy drinks if you're commentating. The damage is done, Viv, just carry on. Not a good white at all.
He's obviously asked for a total.
Did he confirm a total there?
I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing he did, seeing as Gareth screwed up down. Oh, is it that bit hard for me?
He has, and has he left him it? If he's got the potting angle on this to start with, Arfin will go for it now. Because the chances of getting better on this yellow,
Yeah,
nearest the
while you're on
bulk
it,
line, you might as well
take
go
it,
now.
yeah.
Unless you fancy doubling it. You know, taking the one in the bottom centre first and then doubling the yellow over to the bottom right hand corner, but that's not Arfan. Gareth struggling here, says Michael. Oh, yeah, I just thought I'd trundle that one in. Confidence in that shot.
I think Gareth struggling is when Gareth struggles, it's very different than what anyone else might think is struggling. So
Phil's drawing pictures.
what? All?
It just means that the monitoring in the other room has dropped out.
You know, I think was he not 3-0 down previously?
Oh yes.
You know,
oh
so
yeah.
Gareth struggling is probably a
I just-
overstatement or whatever
yeah,
the word is. You
I
know?
think it was more just the he wasn't getting anything from his last couple of shots there. Michael says 2-zip. There's a long way to go in this, and it is Gareth to break. Oh,
There we are. Potted a ball.
and good white, good table. You can't discount yellows, but and he will look at them, but I can't see beyond this red.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But it wouldn't be the first time we've been wrong. And they go for the other colour.
Oh, well, this is where you hedge your bets, if you go, well, there's a lot to be said for yellows here.
Chances are we're doing reds there, where we are. Reds it is. I mean, both Gareth and Arfan have been playing this game a long time. They know that it's quite important for Gareth to win this frame. It's a big difference between being 3-0 down and 2-1.
It is. and that gap starts to stretch out, and it's over a relatively short race.
It is quite a short race, really, yeah.
Michael says, is the prize money good? I believe it's 400 to the winner and 200 to the runner-up.
I'd say that was pretty good for...
That's not bad to say. We've had a few people not make it
we've
today.
Not had quite a few people turn up, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah. All for various reasons. It's just a lot of them today have not managed to make it in.
Slightly out of position again.
Yes, and I think that bottom left-hand corner has been closed off as well. Bottom right-hand corner, sorry.
Like he's asking her that's not frozen. He's just indicating that's not frozen.
Yeah. He's asking for the ball to be cleaned.
Oh, right.
Look at that, Phil. He's got... Look, I'm talking about Inspector Gadget now.
A little ball marker. Standard apparatus.
Michael says okay for a day's work.
Gareth's just over 6 foot tall. A bit of a stretch even from this.
He's doing well.
I don't actually know what he was trying to do there.
A foul there. He was trying to cut that into the top right hand corner. But how was that a foul? Did he double hit that? Because actually I thought he hit the red. The wrong red that he was going for, but I thought he hit another red. Unless he caught something. Phil was very quick to say foul anyway. Maybe we can see that on the replay.
Let's have a little look.
He's gone for the cut to the top right hand corner.
I don't understand why that was a foul either, but Gareth has accepted it as a foul, so it must have been
Do you think he
a
moved
push shot or
perhaps
something.
Perhaps the yellow to the left hand side of the black he caught with his knee or his
I
shirt
don't know.
when
I
he was
didn't
down there.
see.
He did well to get across to that one in the first place. Maybe his t-shirt rested on one of those balls. Never mind. He's called a foul and Arfan's already away.
Yeah. Shouldn't be a problem for Arfan though.
Shouldn't be. And it isn't. Goes
Big
3
gap.
ahead.
Big gap now.
Race to 6.
I wonder what Gareth did there. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, maybe we can ask Phil at some point. Did anyone else see what happened out there? Any thoughts?
He definitely.
I mean, he missed the red he was
missed
going
the
for.
but he seemed to hit the red on the way back.
Yeah, and the yellow
And
didn't
then
move.
No, and then balls hit a cushion afterwards. Maybe it glanced yellow because we can't see on videos, can you?
No.
I mean, Phil's there, isn't he?
hard.
Over the table.
That's
so
right. We
if it had glanced to yellow, it glanced to yellow.
Yeah, and we couldn't see that it moved the yellow, but maybe it did.
Maybe it did, yeah. Like you say, Phil was really quick at saying that, so
Straight away.
I imagine that's probably what happened.
Another very powerful break. Almost looks as if black never moved.
Yeah, you're right.
Probably did. Maybe went straight back to the black, back to its spot.
To be fair, watching the replay, it didn't move. It is still on its spot. Just twisted a tiny bit. What's going on there? Arfan's had a rush of blood there.
I think he had to do something, but we don't often
What
see.
did he put?
We don't often see that shot.
What did he do? Hold on, I'm having this replay again.
Well, I'm sure he took the red into the
Oh, this red.
into the top left and then split that cluster up. He's certainly done that.
He hit it with that fast. I wasn't quite sure what went on there.
Well, I'm going to put him on reds because
Yeah, he is. Red seat. He
Without
did
a
exactly
doubt.
what you said.
without a doubt it was. But
Yeah.
look where he's ended up. Has he got a pot on, shall we
Oh,
say?
crikey.
I think the red to the right hand side of the white ball does pass into that bottom right corner. He's going for the cut. Oh,
Centre box is very fine. Oh. It was tough, that. It was tough.
yeah. Came out nice for him
Right.
if it had dropped, but it hasn't done. And has he left anything?
Not really.
Just going to try and put this yellow ball.
See, I wouldn't have even seen that.
Well, I wouldn't have gone for the centre. I'd have put the yellow ball, covering the top right hand corner. Gareth slaps that straight into the top middle. Great stuff. Well, he's tried to get himself across for this one, so I'm sure he'll still play it. Not as easy now when he's got to avoid the centre on the way back.
It's a bit aside, isn't it? Oh, no,
lovely
no,
shot,
no.
that.
Oh, I
That's
thought it was going to go in off.
a beautiful shot.
Is that in the middle?
Yellow passes to the middle. The other
Doesn't
camera.
look, from this angle, it doesn't look like it does it? But it must do if he's queuing it up.
Yeah. It's time to take it.
They strike them so confidently, don't they? Like it's
Yeah.
a gimme that they're going in.
Yeah, not just trundling that and hoping it falls in pocket
No.
pace, is he?
I mean, he'll know more than anyone else. He needs to get this one on the board.
You might have to play the yellow on the bulk line. Well, long. He seems to think he's got the angle to come across and play it into the centre. Well, that'd be lovely if he can. Oh. It fell. It went in. Holding this is going to be a little bit more difficult. You can't see a lot of the white ball. It's gone nearer the cushion than he wanted. Could be an outrageous double to the top right hand side. Oh no, he can see enough to get down to it. Cue's in the air, but well controlled.
I have to be careful here. I'm watching the wrong screen. I'm watching that one.
Two cushions here, back around for the black.
Oh my word, he's done it again. He's having a mare.
No, I think the angle,
Off the back and double it into the
or even a treble perhaps.
Like, oh, no. He didn't even really look at that, did he?
No. No. Very disappointed with contacting that red, wasn't he?
It's such a cruel game to play as well as you can up to the black, then lose it on there for any player, not just Gareth, obviously.
That's the frustration.
And our fence coming to the table and mopping up.
Gets back into prime position very quickly. Another one. 4-0. Gareth to break though.
Well, they better start winning soon, or else Arthur's going to just will run away with it.
Yeah. I know. Only a race to 6. very good at forgetting the last frame, though. There's no point in worrying about it. It's gone. Nothing you can do. Desperately needs the next frame.
Ball on the break could be a start.
And not the white ball.
There we go.
No.
Now then.
Look at where the white is, though. That's not so good. Black's tied up.
It's just about right, though, isn't it, for the way that it's been going for now.
Yeah. Now, can he... he's done one of these previously in the other middle. Can he cut this one back into the bottom centre? Red bottom centre? Because the reds are the ball to go for, with where the red-black is at the top there. Can he cut this red back into the bottom centre?
Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah. He can.
He's done it. Every red goes. It's just that they're spread out and there's no easy pattern. There's no orthodox pattern anyway. You're going to have to play these and then come back to the black. Try and tend to work from one side to the other and progressively get to the black. There's no reason why you can't do it. They're all there. So drops this into the top left, bottom centre, then bottom left, and to take his white ball back up for the black. It's easy, this game, Viv.
You think?
I've never missed.
From here.
Correct.
Do you actually play?
I used to do.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you not play now?
That's debatable. I do. I obviously still do. I love the game.
Does that go past that yellow?
Yes. And then he's got himself a lovely angle on this last red.
Oh yeah, to go right up. That's close as well, that is. No, it doesn't live, it flies in.
Look at that.
Oh, he deserved that one, to be fair.
A nice clearance.
You know, he's done some nice... It just keeps messing up on one ball, really.
He only controlled that very well indeed.
Half hands break.
Half hand to break.
Ball 1 up.
He's taken these well, says Stephen. Certainly has.
Life for the old dog yet, Phil.
Of course there is. Never say never. Not in this game. That's Ebron, I can't sit down. Sat down at the bar.
He isn't. Oh, he is. His back's hurting him, he can't sit down though, Phil.
Can't do that, he says. Well played, Gaz, says Michael. Stephen Lambert puts a little bit more pressure on Arfan. Matt Wilson, great finish.
Cut breaking. Half on there.
Yeah, he is. It's worked well for him today. And look where those reds are.
Nice starter. Bottom left. He's got to travel up and down the table a bit. The yellows are a bit more...
It's reds all...
easier shots.
Yeah, it's reds all day though. And,
Yeah,
and
I
he
agree.
comes up to play this one in bulk into the bottom right hand corner after this. He knows what he's going to be going for. He's just steadying
No
himself,
rush,
really.
is there?
That's
There's no
right.
rush. So he's chosen not to come up for that one yet.
Well,
He's using the one off the middle, maybe, to come back up the other side of it.
what was that?
I don't know.
Oh, it was our scoreboard reminding us that it's still on.
Okay. Maybe that's a little bit straight to... oh no. Perfect.
So many different ways of going about it. Once he'd got his first shot and avoided the cluster of yellows. That will do.
This would be... oh!
Oh dear.
I was going to say this will be a break and dish then. I did it again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just sit and watch.
Okay, stop talking, Viv. Commentators curse strikes again. We just take it for granted. We just don't expect these people to miss.
I know. Especially not that he did the hard work in that
I
frame.
mean,
didn't
Gareth's just put himself in a really bad position. Look at that yellow.
he? It's quite easy though for the snooker, isn't it? You can
I don't
raise-
think he wanted to snooker though, did
No,
he?
no,
He
no,
was
not at all.
that clearance was there then. These tables can be quite tricky though because they are so fast. They do roll that extra couple of inches that you don't expect them
Yeah,
to.
you get that extra half a ball roll and that changes things, doesn't it? That's nice. Yes.
A nice little shot that. I think we agreed on that one.
We did. We did. I know he's put the yellow ball back into a cluster again, but this won't be easy to get out of. And leave it safe. Easy snooker, says Stephen.
I said total gas to be fair.
Might have been easy for you. Don't think I could have done it.
After playing Daz in the first round, I assume Arfan is going to be buzzing when he wins this. Well, it's a little previous yet, Mark. And of course, with it being a total, all he has to do is hit the red. He has done. But I didn't think he could avoid leaving Gareth on, and he has. I think the one to the left of the black spot goes into the bottom left. It's a nice opener for him. Hard to tell whether you can see or even how much you can see of this red, because he might just have the potting angle on this.
Might do. Yeah. Oh, that's unlucky.
Well, I think he did have the potting angle. I know what I'd be doing here all day long.
Are we snookering again?
And it's not going for it. It ends in Uka. Look at that, you see, there's the difference.
Confidence, isn't it?
Just got to watch your black. Your black's limited for bags. And so you've got to look at which your last yellow is to black.
It's all about the patterns, isn't it? Gareth.
Wow, well, that puts Arfan on the hill. Gareth trying to develop his yellow off the cushion there, and in doing so, missed the pot in the top left. And that's all because he knew himself. The black had limited bags. Stephen says, Michael, you cursed it. So,
Seventh frame, Gareth to break. Trailing
how
5-8.
much would he pay for a a break dish at this stage. Battered Passport, great name, says, have there been many PPS winners after losing the first round match? Well, you'd think not, but actually there has.
I think you'll find all 4 semi-finalists came from the losers' side today.
And I believe this has been done maybe 3 or 4 times, if not more. I know there's been a lot of events. This is the 4th year of 5 events per year, but 4 out of 20 have been won from the long haul, lost one side.
I think Gareth's done it before.
He has. Doesn't want to touch these reds at all. He's done it, look at that. That'll do him some good. What did we say about that break dish?
Good time to have one. Still quite a bit of pressure on Gareth though.
Oh, absolutely.
Have we only had one break dish?
Probably not.
Well,
I don't know. I can't remember earlier in this one. Arfan's breaking well, of course. He relies on that on his cut break, and he.
you have to have a lot more power to make the cut break work properly.
But control though as well, because
Yeah.
it's far more susceptible to
you can go
taking
in
the
off.
white ball
Yeah,
off
it
the
goes
table.
off the- yeah,
It actually
that's what I
leaves the
thought.
table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're almost jumping
Second
it.
ball down, yeah.
Yeah, and if you jump it at all into the pack, then it hops off the table. So you've got to hit it hard, but not jump.
I ref the Ladies World Championships final at the IPA this year, and Michelle Rooney was using the cut break, which is unusual to see for a lady.
Right.
Quite
successfully.
Quite successfully. Well, she did win the title, so but she did tend to pot a ball every.
Yeah, well, if you can do it,
Yeah.
it's
is
a great one to have in your armoury.
It's a tough thing to do right though, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to practice and practice and practice.
And you don't see many ladies actually that aggressive, to be fair. She, both her and Colette though, superb lady players.
Well, it's very. It is an aggressive break, and if it pays off, it's all good.
So who broke them?
Arfan broke.
Oh, Fan broke those. And he's on reds. Oh, these look like.
Steady.
Oh, I've done it again. Shush, Viv, shush.
Battered Passport. Yes, we normally do move it up one in the final, but we generally ask both players, both finalists, what they want to play for. As long as we get a decent run and there's a winner at the end, because there are ranking points to be played for. It's not just the money.
Some players as well travel quite a distance, don't they?
Yeah.
So, you know, we have to consider what time it is when they're potentially going to finish.
Exactly. It's not bad tonight, actually,
No,
is it?
it's not.
We've had a much later than this.
There we are.
There we go.
Well played, Arfan.
Arfan wins.
Fabulous.
6-2. Fabulous quality final. In fact, it's been a fabulous quality day, Viv, hasn't it? It's been
Oh, had a great day. Always do when I come here, to be fair.
Absolutely spot on. And I'm sure the viewers at home have felt the same. Just to let you know that event number 3 is going to be on April the 14th, so practice hard and get your names down for that one. It's been an absolutely wonderful day. Been a pleasure to commentate on some of the quality on show. One of our strongest quarter-final fields, of course. Daz Appleton made his 8-ball appearance, his first competitive 8-ball appearance in 11 years. And yes, thank you very much. Viv, any final thoughts?
No, thank you for having me. I've had a great day.
Right,
Cheers.
well, thanks again, guys. All the best. See you
Bye.
next time. Bye-bye.
play. You go, mate. Half on, we'll play. Took over then. Started off.
The quarterfinals.
Yeah.
It was too early to have
That makes a difference.
Did you not? Oh, fun. You don't see me laughing. There's no way.
It's good at it though, isn't it? It's clever at it.
You picked up on that, guys.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Fucking hell. Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it.
No. It was sort of like a face in a way. I just burst out laughing.
Players like
Jackie's doing a lot on it.
I was picturing him saying
I
that.
don't know what he was doing, what Carl was doing, do you know what I mean?
gets to lose.
Oh, he double it. He needs his cue on the way back. He needs his cue on the way back.
Looks like they're playing safe.
It was a bit of a stretch.
Why did I clean it? You missed it with the mouse.
No, I thought if I get it over that corner, it looks good. Yeah. If I get it through. Just put it along the side.
That's me now, I'm on that mic every time.
You turn New Zealand.
Once you get pop watching, they stay, don't they?
Yeah.
It's just that watching.
Two real bad frames, not there, I think. Maybe three.
You'll have to listen back now, guys, and see what that's saying.
He went to the toilet. Yeah. Well, I said, the gas could probably take it up, but apparently he needs to. Lammy's going over that way for some work.
If you took it on, you probably would have snapped it.
Nice, and everyone else today.
I know why. Get a good result. Or...
It makes a massive difference.
Yeah, that finish I took against David Gray, that was the best finish I ever had.
It's good, well.
Yeah.
It is like, that confidence in it is.
That finish basically set me up for the final.
I played years ago. I've finished second. Year after. I didn't But then, the more it goes on, the worse you think, the more you want to win. Look, I mean, you put one more pressure on yourself to win it. Yeah. And it's like I say, it just needs that good win.
I've seen it. Oh, I've seen him kicking chalk and everything.
Close fingers.